Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of Rainbow Six Siege. To start off, we'll be talking about gadget placements, preferably secondary gadget placements. For this I'm going to be playing Zofia for this specific demo. For this demo I'm going to be doing hot breaching. To hot breach, you will place a breaching charge on a window. Make sure that you're repelling first. And then what you want to press spacebar or your enter key, and as you're pressing it, you detonate the charge, and that's how you hot breach. For this demo, I'm going to be talking about how not to use a breaching charge. And for this, I'm going to need another hard surface, like this one for example. Now, what you don't want to do when using the hot breach is detonate it first, because as you can see down there, you take up a lot of damage. And obviously you don't want to die, because in this game, you don't respawn. For this section of the do's and don'ts of Rainbow Six Siege, we're going to be talking about an attacker gadget called the frag grenade. Now the frag grenade is a lobbed projectile that explodes up after a short delay. To use a frag grenade, you will hold it and wait for it to cook. Now because frag grenades are a timed projectile, you don't want to hold it for too long, because it will blow up in your hands.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
This next section is about the hard breaching charge. Now, hard breaching charge is used mainly to destroy a hard wall, such as reinforced wall. To use a hard breach in charge, you will place on a hard breaching wall. Once you've placed the breach charge on the wall, you'll want to wait. It's kind of a delayed explosion, but after it explodes, it'll make a multiple size hole in a reinforced wall. One thing that you don't want to do with a hard breaching charge is place it on a soft wall, as this is fairly inefficient because many other tools can be used to break down a soft wall. This next section is going to be about stun grenades and smoke grenades. For this first demo, we're going to be talking about the smoke grenade, which is another lob projectile that explodes into a small cloud of smoke after a short delay. This can be used to hide from cover from enemies, or to sneak in diffuser plants on the objective. What you don't want to do with a smoke grenade is throw it in a place where you can't see, such as in a team fight. I could be shot from any angle, considering there's one operator on defense that can see through smokes, which is Warden with his gadget, and if you are on defense, the attacker that can see through smoke grenades is Glaz. As stated before, the next section we're going to be talking about is the stun grenade, or flashbang. The stun grenade is used to impair enemy sight and hearing when in proximity with when it explodes. A do for a stun grenade is to throw it in a spot that bounces off a wall that still impacts the enemy's hearing and vision. What you don't want to do with a stun grenade is to throw it in direct line of sight of it, or watch the stun grenade as it explodes, as it can cause the same effects to happen to your own person. The last attacker gadget that we'll be talking about is the Claymore. When deployed, the Claymore produces 3 lines that emit the trigger. When an enemy walks into one of these 3 lines, the Claymore will explode, dealing damage to enemy that passed it. With the Claymore, you aim to be unpredictable in your placements. One thing you don't want to do with a Claymore is placing them out in the open where enemies can see it. For example, if I were an enemy and I passed by this, I would immediately see the Claymore and shoot it. You want to aim to be unpredictable with Claymore placements. For example, like most explosions, when a Claymore goes off, it'll produce an ear-piercing ring, like the flashbang. Another clever trick is to place the Claymore in drone holes, because the laser will come out the other side, as you can see here. Do keep in mind that when a Claymore goes off, it will affect everybody in the blast radius, including yourself if you are in it. The very last topic we'll be discussing on the attacker side of Rainbow Six Siege is the drone. The camera drone is probably one of the most important things for vision in Rainbow Six Siege. Drones are used to scan objectives, scan enemies, provide vision for your team, ping enemies when found, and lets you know if an enemy is in the room. Drones are very fragile. Drones are very fragile and take one shot or melee to destroy it. Every attacker is granted one drone during the prep phase of the game, and one drone to deploy later on in the game. The most impactful thing to do with a drone is to hide it somewhere where enemies can't find it during the round, such as in tables, shelves, sinks, anywhere that a drone can fit, even drone holes, which are provided throughout the map for easy access for drones to get into the objectives. Small nooks and crannies are very good for drones to be hidden in, such as this shelf here on the map coast. Some operators, like Twitch, don't have the normal camera drone, but Twitch has a drone where it can shock enemies or gadgets when deployed. However, this drone cannot jump, and you only have 2, just like the normal drone. This drone is much slower and much louder than the classical camera drone.
fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge.